Magical Warfare's conclusion was a bit confusing for me. Probably because it led to a lot of things in which that it could answer, but it really didn't. And honestly, there are a lot of things that are set up in this anime which are supposed to make the main characters pretty much kind of stand out and make them all likable, but at the same time, it really doesn't work all that much. Especially with this conclusion, from what I remember, it starts off not in the trailer base, but with him running home, leading into the flashback, or at least like the future memory Takeshi had somewhere in between, like episode, I think like a few episodes ago. It was like right around the time, man, when Eternal left, and pretty much she gave him the memory of Gecko attacking their mother. And as it stands, it's like the reason behind that was because his mother tried to have him killed for some explicable reason in which that we don't really know, or they kind of said, but it wasn't emphasized on all that much, aside from she just wanted him killed. I'm like, I don't know why, but okay. And then it goes from that to, honestly, this battle between Takeshi and Gecko was pretty weird, because it was uncomfortable, because this is the very first time that this is the first time in an anime in which that I have ever seen a guy character molest a sword. This is the first time that I have seen that. Okay, I'm like, the sword obviously doesn't like that, and she has problems doing it. It's even worse, man, when we actually see her. She's like in chains and shit. I'm like, what the fuck did you do to this poor sword? Gecko, you are a fucked up bastard, okay? And honestly, it's even more solidified as that when these two characters are fighting, out of nowhere, a turf war breaks out between Wizard Brace and their companions and the trailers. I don't know where a turf war just broke out from, but the shit just happened, and apparently everybody's out there trying, man, to go out there and fight and kill and whatever. All the way up into the point in which that Gecko kind of has that moment, or at least like, do you know that moment in which that like the guy is getting his ass beat, and then, man, he's like, oh yeah, man, I basically give up now. You want to shake hands on it? And he shakes his hand. He tries to stab him, but Kurumi jumps in front and she gets stabbed. Like, we didn't see that shit. And Gecko's doing his bitch fit again of saying like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that, man, I stabbed her in the back. It's your fault, Takeshi, because you're my brother, and apparently you didn't push me that day, and my mother, she intentionally tried to have me hit by a car. So yeah, man, it's your fault, Takeshi. It's like, Gecko, you a bitch. Stop being that guy and just take responsibility for all of the fucked up things you have done. And honestly, it's even worse by the fact that right after he intentionally stabbed her, even though it was a mistake, at the end of the day, he still tried, man, to kill his fucking brother for no fucking reason other than, like, I just don't like him. That's it. It's like the next thing he does is, it's not my fault, it's your fault, some shit like that. And then as they're both fighting, then Momo just fires a black magic ball at them because she says that they lost control of their powers. I don't know how they fucking did that. I don't know how they lost control of their powers, especially since that Takeshi's fucking pissed off at this point and he's trying to beat the shit out of Gecko. And Gecko is just being a whiny bastard, so there's always that. And it's like, oh, fuck. There he goes. Then, next thing we know, they're back in time. And also, Kazuma shows up and actually heals Takeshi's mother. However, there is a small little twist here. Actually, Kazuma is Takeshi. Don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how. And from what I can tell is that, it's like that as soon as they see that, we kind of get a glimpse of Takeshi back in time when his mother and everyone else was just chilling around the Wizard Brace School. However, it does kind of have a bit of a ghost feel to it because nobody is acknowledging him. So it's hard to tell if he's actually there or this is just a illusion until Gecko shows up and he's everybody's friend. And Gecko is honestly part of their group and is cool. However, he can still see Takeshi. So that probably leads to a question as to why their mother tried to have him killed, because she knew him in her past, because of some shit, because some time travel bullshit, and that's why she tried to have him killed. However, if that's the case, why didn't she just try and kill him when he was like 5? I don't really get it, but goes from that to it leads a lot of questions, or at least like the episode just fucking abruptly ends, but then it leads to a whole bunch of questions of like, so possibly Takeshi went back in time again and just had to relive his life all over again, you know, being Kazuma. And then there's the whole thing behind Gecko and what he's going to do. I mean, the questions are there. It's suspenseful enough, but at the same time, it does such a poor job of honestly trying to keep all this stuff in order that really it just flows over your head most of the time. Because really, Magical Warfare, it has enough characters in it which that I can be interested in, but at the same time, for this conclusion, it kind of just said, fuck every character. This is just the Takeshi show now with Gecko. And I can understand that, but seriously, they've done such a poor job of honestly trying, man, to build up this shit. Or at least I don't understand why most of this stuff is happening. It's just happening for the sake of happening. That honestly, I don't really understand it. So there's always that. So pretty much, I'll catch you guys on the next John Graves show. So please, keep watching anime, keep playing video games, and tell me, what did you think of this season finale down there in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next John Graves show. So please, keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I am out. Hey there, Internet, how's it going? If you like this video, check out this book right here. It's called Mizuki Dragon Warriors Volume 1. You can pick it up on Amazon. It'll be there will be a link down there in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next John Graves show. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Pick up this book and hey, go ahead and read it. Alright? It's a really good read and I've been hearing some good things about it. So yeah, check it out. I'm out.